Woo! Projection is insane. Gentlemen, welcome back to another video. We're going over how we was rocking out with Herod from Parfums de Marly. Gentlemen, I'm Randy, known as Practically Randy because I want to know the whole story. I want to know everything. I don't want to just know what's on the surface level. I want to go deeper than that, right? So, we took the Parfums de Marly for a ride. I'm a working man, so it's just work and here and with the family. So I took this out for work, and I gotta say, nothing short of amazing. One of the things I like the most about this brand is the presentation, because like I'll say in this video and in any video, the presentation from any fragrance house, it has to be pretty much precise. It has to hit, it has to land. There's so much competition out there. We could buy anything that we want, so the presentation has to land. Now, when you think about Parfums de Marly, you think about, like, when I look at this bottle, it just screams boldness, masculinity, manness. You know what I'm saying? Like, manness. Like, it's heavy. This is very heavy. You could see the pristine, crystalline, like, I'm making up words, you know what I'm saying? Like, just the way that it looks. And it's when you take off the cap, I just like to make the sound like, you can tell this is hard material for how they present the bottle to you, because they want you to keep on buying it, you know what I'm saying? And another interesting fact that I think is fantastic about the presentation, about the whole brand as a whole, is that they're named after these horses because the brand is inspired off of horses from the 1700s. The initial scent profile when I got from when I first sprayed it was, I immediately knew that this is a evening scent. This is a nighttime scent. This is something that you would wear for events. You know, this is an eventful scent. This is a statement scent that you want to wear when you're stepping out late at night. So when you first spray it, the top notes that we have here, we got cinnamon and pepper. I'm new in the game, so I have no idea what any one of those smells like. If I smell, I know, of course I know what cinnamon and pepper smells like, but I don't pick it up when I smell these. But it could be because I'm new, I'm just starting out, but I'm having fun. But it says that it has cinnamon and pepper at the top notes. I wouldn't say that I would just say they're smooth, because you don't pick them up. They're not overpowering. And the heart notes of it, the heart notes are the notes that's gonna be lingering after the top, because when you spray it, the first few seconds that you spray it, you're gonna be smelling what they say that's on the top. For me, it's hit or miss. But either way, for me, as long as it smells good. And this is different. This is very different. So at the heart notes, we have tobacco leaf. Now, I know I could smell the tobacco leaf. We have incense, we have cyst, and we have osmanthus. The middle part of it stand out when you spray it on. So now this specific osmanthus scent that they put in it, it's supposed to mimic apricot. I'm not an apricot person. I don't like apricots at all. So for me, no clue. Now we're going to go to the base notes. These are the notes that's going to last for the rest of the time that you're wearing it. These are the notes that's going to stay on you for the rest of the time that you're wearing it. These are the notes that everybody's going to smell on you later on. And these notes usually, I think, stand out more, to where I can tell most scents have a similar scent based on the base notes. So when I see the base notes, I'm like, yeah, that's similar to this, that's similar to that. I really think, in my opinion, they only differ in the top and the middle. The base, you know, you always got to start with a base. Vanilla pods, musk, woody orchid, accord, and patchouli. I love me some patchouli. Now, of all of those notes on the base, I think the vanilla stands out the most. With the Herod, the vanilla stands out the most. Then you have the woody notes. It has the musk. It has cedar. I love cedar wood. Sandalwood. I like sandalwood as well. and patchouli. Those, I really love those spices when they pair them with body washes, scents. I really like those scents. So now when you bottle all of those scents up together, this absolutely is a masculine scent. The only thing that it is what type of masculine man are you? Because this is not just a traditional masculine scent. You see, times have changed. So, most masculine scents today have a sweetness to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say, they're trying to say we getting sassy, but there's a little bit of edgy style being introduced to the masculine and to the modern man. It's not just that old school smell like a pine cone anymore that I personally didn't like. But now, we have the same old traditional smell with a little bit of sweetness added into it. I guess to change things up, people change over the years. But that's pretty much it. And the performance. We're getting into the performance. This thing performed pretty good. Absolutely. Zero complaints about how this thing performed. Well, the projection when you first spray it on the opening, for me, it projects. It is a very great projection when you first spray it. However, a few, maybe an hour to 2 to 3 hours later, it's pretty much a scent bubble. Because, like I said, I wore this to work. So I can't really speak for a night out where you're around a lot of groups of people in close proximity, which I think this would really shine. But for me, it was just a scent bubble. Anybody that got real close to me was giving me that look like, okay, all right. He probably didn't want to seem like he's on me on too much, doing too much. And it absolutely performed very well. When it comes to I was saying it wrong in the first video. I said sillage, but I found out that it's sillage. And in a future video, I'm going to introduce a new fragrance indicator called miage. You know what I'm saying? Because sillage is pretty much as a French word, I guess, for projection. And personally, I don't care who could smell it. I want to smell it. So we're not calling it sillage. We're calling it miage. So now let's talk about the versatility of the Herod. I think it's pretty versatile for the most part. Primarily, you want to wear this at night. You're shutting it down at night. That's the time you want to wear this. But I think you could pull it off if you do. You could pull it off at work. But it's just suitable for those positions, those industries, and those sectors where you're a sole proprietor person. You work for yourself. That's where this would shine. You work for yourself. If you're an employee like me, you don't really, I mean, you can, but it's kind of pointless because this is going to draw a lot of attention. That's why I would say this would suit you more for night outs, experiences, events, having some fun, or you're a sole business owner, you work for yourself, because this is going to get you clients. This should get you attention. This should get the conversation started. This should leave a long-lasting impact on a potential buyer, client, whoever. So that's who this is suited for. So I think it is pretty versatile. So now with Parfums being a niche house, and then I'm gonna do a future video about niche fragrances versus designer fragrances. But speaking specifically to the Parfums, since they're a niche house, who do I think they're targeting with this kind of bottle here? I think they're targeting men from the ranges of 25 to 35, hit or miss. And I think the kind of guy that would want to wear this, a stylish guy, a guy that got a lot of, what I'm saying, it got a lot of detail. He got a watch, he got the haircut, clean cut. One of those guys that got a lot of motion going, those guys that draw a lot of attention, those guys are high net worth guys. And that's why I think they're trying to target with this, because absolutely this will draw attention. This will draw a lot of attention to you. If you're not that kind of guy, you're going to have to answer some questions, because this is going to make you give off a type of aura, and you better make sure you got it. So the longevity, the top, the middle, the base, on point, fire, the projection, The projection is decent. You'll have a little scent bubble around you. Cons, the only con is, you know what I'm saying, if you don't really got it like that, the price. Because niche fragrances, this one, all of them, they can be very expensive, ranging from, I would say, between $300 to $600 for one bottle. So they could be very expensive, but there's plenty of online retailers that sell these at a pretty discounted price. You could get it, you could pick it up. If you're somebody that, you know, I haven't come across anybody, but you could be a little sensitive to fragrances. This might be overpowering for you because this is an EDP. This is an eau de parfum. So these fragrances are highly concentrated. A lot more of the oil to the alcohol ratio in these bottles. So with these, you don't need that much of a spray. You don't need that many sprays. So it could be overpowering to others around you if you spray too much. But to me, there's never too much of a good thing, you know what I'm saying? So my final thoughts on these, this entire house, I haven't smelled the whole niche house so far, but this Herod, fantastic, phenomenal, amazing, luxurious, rich, everything. Definitely worth the buy. You just gotta save up for it. You can't buy this in one shot. Or you might Klarna this joint, or you might affirm this joint, but definitely worth the buy. Not something you would wear every day unless you just don't care. But this is mainly a event goer, showstopper, statement maker, client getter, business pitcher, fragrance that'll help you leave a long lasting impact on whoever you come in contact with. So gentlemen, if you have Herod in your collection, let me know. Give me a like. Put a comment. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let's get the conversation going. And with that, my guys, holla at your boy.